Good afternoon, dear students. This is the third slide, third part of today's class. This is rule number 16 here. You see 16 and 17 explained here in details. Please try to understand the adjectives: educated, uneducated, or educated, uneducated, literate, illiterate, pious, impious, youth, old, rich, poor, etc. Always take plural verb when they refer to any particular class of people in a society. Remember, when these, for example, the educated and these nouns will always take definite article the before them or the before them, and these nouns refer to definite any particular class of people in a society. For example, the educated in a society are always happy, always privileged class, this and this. So remember, try to understand the rules. The adjectives educated and uneducated always take plural form in educated, uneducated, literate, illiterate, pious, impious, youth, old, rich, poor, lazy, industrious. I'm writing here, please see for you. Lazy, industrious, etc. Always in plural form. Always take plural subject. Please remember that. Etc. will always take plural form in the sentence. Verb. So, example: the pious are always happy. Dear students, you can see the pious are always happy. Rule number 17: the nouns mathematics, politics, civics, economics, physics, smallpox, news, whereabouts are always in singular form and therefore take singular verbs. Dear students, these nouns though seems to be in plural form because we have added as at the end of almost every nouns. So if you have no idea, prior idea about these nouns, you may be confused and you may think them to be in plural form, and you may mistakenly use plural form of any verbs within the bracket in a sentence. So remember, learn, be sure that be it known to you that these nouns are in singular form, though they seem to be in plural form. Remember that. So his whereabouts is not known to anyone. Whereabouts means where he has hidden, none knows this. So please be careful to learn them. Now, dear students, let us see slide number 5. This is the last slide today. You can see here. Rule number 18. Following nouns, these nouns are, you see, these nouns are, remember, learn them: spectacles, scissors, wages, thanks, ashes, assets, arms, aborigines, amends, spices, billiards, powers, eaves, entrails, tidings. All these are always in plural forms and take plural verbs. If you see any of these subjects within the bracket, remember, these will take plural form of the verb. For example, the scissors are blunt, the spectacles are broken. Rule number 19: the names of certain books, countries, those seem to be in plural forms, are singular and therefore take singular verbs. There are some names of some countries and of some books which seem to be in plural form at first glance, but if you know earlier, if you have prior knowledge about that, be sure that they are in singular form. So they take singular verbs. The verb within the bracket should be singular. For example, Gulliver's Travels, the B birds, though you can see here the plural form, but this should be in singular form. The Gulliver's Travels is a famous book. In the same way, the Arabian Nights. The Arabian Nights is a famous story book. The United States There see states is plural. The United States is a rich country. You can see very easily all these are in singular form, though they seems to be in plural form, the subject here. Dear students, let me again focus on rule number 18. These words, they are plural in form, so they will take plural verbs within the bracket. So learn them please from your textbook. If you open your textbook, you will see there the chapter subject verb agreement, where you will see all these rules written. Please open your text and go through the pages, the lines, try to understand and try to learn them and practice them every day. Get them registered in your brain. Otherwise, if you just depend on my class and if you just watch the class, if you don't practice, within very few days you will just forget everything. But if you practice, if you get them registered in your brain, and if you practice, continue, remember, make sentences with them, you will be able to learn them. You will be able to use them, keep in your memory for a long time. So I think these are clear. Rule number 18 and rule number 19 are clear to you. So rule number 19, the rules I've already explained here, I think clear to you. Let us again focus on earlier slides. You see there are many more nouns I've left here because of limitations of time. If you open your text and if you check there, you will find many more words like that and many more important rules there, uncommon rules there for your learning. So please, I'd like to suggest you to ask you to learn them, please. And rule number 17, the nouns mathematics, politics, civics, economics, physics, smallpox, news, whereabouts, all these, though they are in plural form, but actually they are singular subjects, and so therefore they will take singular verb within the bracket. For example, I have written here, his whereabouts is not known to anyone. So dear students, from slide number 1 to slide number 5, if we just summarize today's class, here in slide number 1 you can see this rule. In slide number 2 we have discussed these rules, all these rules, and slide number 3 we have discussed important rules here, and slide number 4, the last slide, and slide number 5. I think all of you have understood all these well, and if you have any further query, please about these, any of the slides, any of the rules here discussed today, please knock me through the WhatsApp. I am available always here, and watch this class, please. I'd like to suggest you as many times as possible and consult your textbook, and I think you'll be able to have mastery on this tool space. And in my next class, dear student, I would like to give you more classes on the same topic. Some more exercises we will discuss there. Hope you will enjoy them. Dear students, thank you very much. I'm at the end of my class today. Thank you very much for watching this class with attention. Thank you again. Allah Hafiz.